Hello everybody, this is Angie at Cuckoo for Coupons, and I thought that I would make a short video explaining how to use Walgreens Cash and Register Rewards when you're couponing at Walgreens. So this is probably the one question I get asked the most. How do you know when to use your Walgreens Cash, or how do you know when to use those Register Rewards? So it seems like Walgreens is probably like the one place that new couponers struggle with the most. And I get it. I actually had the same issue. I had a hard time learning Walgreens when I first started couponing. I felt like other places were much easier, but now Walgreens is my favorite place to coupon. So once you get it, you get it. And it's really not as hard as it seems. It's just a matter of remembering a few things. So I just want to go over those things with you. And then hopefully this video will help a few people out. Really quickly though, if you guys could just take a second and give this video a big thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. And if you haven't done so yet, if you could just go ahead and hit that subscribe button and then ring that notification bell. That way you'll know when I post my videos. I would be so grateful. Okay, so the question is, how do you use your Walgreens Cash and your Register Rewards? Well, the answer is, it really just depends on the type of deal that you're doing. So there are multiple types of deals at Walgreens. There is a buy deal where you're earning Walgreens Cash, and the WC stands for Walgreens Cash. There is a buy deal where you're earning a Register Reward. That is what the RR stands for. You'll see it throughout the video. There is a spend deal where you're earning Walgreens Cash. And then there is a spend deal where you're earning a Register Reward. And I have no idea why I put buy deal in quotation marks, but I didn't put spend deal in quotation marks. So let's just pretend I didn't make that mistake. And just in case, I am going to go over what a buy deal is and a spend deal is, because when I am making my videos, I always try to explain things as thoroughly as I can, because I know that there are probably new couponers watching and they're trying to understand exactly how I do my transactions. And I think sometimes I don't always explain everything as well as I could. I know sometimes I'll say, oh, well, since this is a spend deal, you have to do this, or because this is a buy deal, such and such. But if it's a new couponer, they might not even know what buy deal means or spend deal means. So I'm just going to take a moment to explain it for those who might not know. So a buy deal is when you have to buy a certain amount of items in order to get back either your Register Reward or your Walgreens Cash. And I am going to go over some examples in just a moment. And then a spend deal is when you have to spend a certain amount on either a particular item or on all of your items. So I'll give some examples of those as well. So let's get into the examples. Okay, so this is an example of a buy deal where you're earning Walgreens Cash. So this is from one of the ads. It's telling you that there's a deal on Eucerin or Nivea Bath Care. They're going to be buy one, get one, 50% off. But it is below that you want to look, because it says earn $5 in Walgreens Cash rewards when you buy 2. So this is telling me that if I buy 2 of this Nivea Bath Care, I am going to get $5 back in Walgreens Cash. So that is a buy deal where I am earning Walgreens Cash, because I have to buy 2 to get back $5 in Walgreens Cash. Next up is an example of a buy deal where you're earning a Register Reward. So it's basically the same thing, except for instead of Walgreens Cash, you're getting a Register Reward. So for this deal on the Garnier Fructis, it says earn $3 in-store rewards when you buy 2. In-store rewards at Walgreens means Register Rewards. So you're going to get $3 in Register Rewards when you buy 2. So that is a buy deal where you're earning a Register Reward. Now we have an example of a spend deal where you're earning a Register Reward. So for these Schick razors, it says earn $5 in-store rewards, and we know in-store rewards means register rewards. So earn $5 in register rewards when you spend $20 or more. So that means you would have to spend $20 or more on some Schick razors in order to get that $5 back in a register reward. So that is a spend deal because you have to spend $20 and then you're going to get back a $5 register reward. So it is a spend deal where you're earning a register reward. Next, we have an example of a spend deal where you're earning Walgreens cash. But this is not the only example. There are actually multiple spend deals where you can earn Walgreens cash. So this is just one of them. I'm going to go over all of them. But the first one is one that you would find on particular items. So for example, these Oral-B power toothbrushes, they say earn $15 Walgreens cash rewards when you spend $50 or more. So I would have to spend $50 on the Oral-B toothbrushes in order to get that $15 back in Walgreens cash. So this is a spend deal because I have to spend $50, where I'm earning Walgreens cash because I would be getting back $15 in Walgreens cash. But there are other spend deals, so let me go ahead and show you some examples of those. So here is another example of a spend deal where you're earning Walgreens cash. We typically call these spend boosters. So these vary from account to account. Sometimes people will get them every single week. Sometimes you'll get them every few weeks. But these are digital spend boosters. But they say earn $7 in Walgreens cash rewards when you spend $35. And some of them might say something else. It might say spend 20, get 5. It just depends on which one you get. But it's telling you if you spend 35, you'll earn $7 in Walgreens cash. So this is a spend deal where you have to spend the 35, where you're earning Walgreens cash because you're going to get $7 back in Walgreens cash. The only difference is that it's on all of your items. So you don't have to get anything in particular. You just have to spend $35 on everything that you purchase. So that is another example. And actually, there are a few other digital spend boosters that you could get. For instance, there are brand-specific ones. So it might say spend $20 on P&G products, get $5 back. That means you have to get only select P&G products, but it's still a spend deal where you're earning Walgreens cash. There also might be one that says spend $35 on summer items, and then there's a list of items that you can choose from. So those are all spend deals where you're earning Walgreens cash. And yet another example of a spend deal where you're earning Walgreens cash would be in our paper spend boosters. So these boosters print from the Catalina machines, and then you can use them on your next transaction. So typically they'll say when you spend $35 or more on your next in-store purchase, you're going to earn $7 in Walgreens cash, or whatever the amounts on the one you get might say. But since it's telling you you have to spend $35 to get $7 in Walgreens cash, it is a spend deal where you're earning Walgreens cash. And now I'm going to tell you on which of these deals you can use register rewards or Walgreens cash to pay, which is the part that you've been waiting for this whole time. Okay, so if it is a buy deal where you're earning Walgreens cash, so if it says earn $5 Walgreens cash when you buy 2, you can use Walgreens cash and any kind of register reward to pay. And there are 2 different types of register rewards. I didn't really get into that in this video, but there are manufacturer register rewards and store register rewards. We sometimes call them store coupons, but you can use any of those to pay if it is a buy deal where you're earning Walgreens cash. And if it is a buy deal where you're earning a register reward, so for instance, buy two, get back $3 in-store rewards, you can also use Walgreens Cash or any type of register reward to pay. So any kind of buy deal, whether it's earning a register reward or earning Walgreens Cash, you can use Walgreens Cash and register rewards to pay. Now, if it is a spend deal where you're earning a register reward, so for example, if it says earn $5 in-store rewards when you spend $20 or more, you can only use manufacturer register rewards and Walgreens Cash to pay. Do not use store register rewards. So only manufacturer register rewards and Walgreens Cash. And then if it is a spend deal where you're earning Walgreens Cash, so if it is a digital spend booster, a paper spend booster, or just a spend deal, such as the one where you have to spend $50 to get $15 back in Walgreens Cash, if it is any of these spend deals, then you can only use manufacturer register rewards to pay. Do not use Walgreens Cash or store register rewards. So again, you can only use manufacturer register rewards to pay, meaning to lower your out-of-pocket or to pay towards your total. So those are the basic rules to couponing at Walgreens. But of course, with all rules, there are usually exceptions. So what I recommend doing is learning those basic rules first. And then of course, you can try other things, because there are some exceptions to these rules. One such exception is building up your transaction. So, for instance, if you have a digital spend booster or a paper spend booster, and say it says spend $30, get $7 back in Walgreens Cash. Well, you could grab $40 worth of items, and that is called building up your transaction. And then you're going to pay $10 in Walgreens Cash, and then you still have the $30 that you need for that digital spend booster. So that is an exception to the rule, because normally, if you're doing a spend deal where you're earning Walgreens Cash, you cannot pay with Walgreens Cash. But in that instance, you can. So those are things you'll kind of pick up as you go along. But learn those basic rules first, and then you're not going to have any issues later. Because there are a couple other exceptions, but I'm not going to get into those now. I don't want to confuse anybody. So learn the basics, and then those other things will come. And just in case you think it's going to take a little bit of time for you to remember all of this, you could go ahead and take a photo right here, or a screen capture, whatever you want to call it. This is a little cheat sheet that you can use. It shows you the different deals, and it tells you what you can use to pay. These are just the basics, though. These don't include the exceptions. So once you have all of these down, you can just toss it, whatever you need to do. But when I first started couponing, I had to write a lot of things down. I am a visual learner, so if you need to take a photo, feel free and refer to it in the store while you're shopping, and hopefully everything will go smoothly for you. And that is it. That is everything I have for you. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't done so yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It would really help out my channel. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and good luck couponing.